What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, I'm going to showcase another and even better one-hit KO method for the 7-star Tera normal Rillaboom coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And of course, guys, you like this type of content, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it, and consider joining the Pan fam today by hitting that join channel member button below. So to begin, we know the Rillaboom is going to have a lot of HP and a lot of bulk, and we want to use a fighting type Pokemon. In my previous video, we had a phenomenal turn 1 KO with Crabominal, and I will have a slight update for that. But there's even a better one that will work whether the Rillaboom is at times 30 max HP or times 35. If you didn't know, these Tera Rage go between times 30 and times 35, and we just don't know until it actually launches, so you might as well prepare for the times 35. And before we dive in, I want to give a big shout out to Fly for letting me know about this method, so thank you so much. So we're going to be starting off with Water Tauros. It's very important to have Water Tauros, and we're going to be having Focus Sash on it. Now, Focus Sash is very important because our goal is to get down to 1 HP on turn 1 so we can actually maximize our damage. And we need the ability Anger Point. Anger Point means when we get hit by a critical hit, our attack goes up to +6. So we're going to definitely exploit that. Now, I recommend max attack, max speed, adamant nature. This is very important not to have max HP because we want to get down to 1 HP. So it's going to be even easier for us to get down to 1 HP if we have no HP or no defense investment. But it's important to have that speed investment because we need to outspeed the raid boss, so the raid boss doesn't hit us as well as our own teammate, and then we will definitely faint. And luckily, the Tauros is faster than the Rillaboom naturally, so this extra speed investment in that perfect IV in the speed step is going to make it so the Tauros 100% outspeeds the Rillaboom in this case. Now, the main move is going to be Reversal. This is the only move that we're going to be using on the Tauros. Now, Reversal is a really good fighting type move, so one is going to be stab and super effective here, but the lower our HP, the more damage this does. And Reversal does 200 base power when you're at 1 HP. There's like certain thresholds you can hit, but let's say close combat, right? Close combat's 120. Reversal is 200. This is 80 more damage, and it's going to be the difference on getting the one shot when it comes to doing a one-hit KO on a times 35 HP Rillaboom. Now, if it's times 30, it doesn't matter as much, but for times 35, you will need Reversal. So this is going to be incredibly important. Now, Meowscarada is going to be the perfect Pokemon to pop off the Anger Point. The Meowscarada is going to use its signature move, Flower Trick, onto the Tauros, and is going to knock the Tauros down to 1 HP because it's stab super effective. And if you don't know what Flower Trick does, Flower Trick never misses and always lands a critical hit. So this is going to be great. And also, Meowscarada is faster than the Tauros, so you do get nice turn order there too. I go max attack, max speed with an adamant nature, so we can just guarantee we do as much damage as possible. None of your moves matter besides Flower Trick. You could have Protein if you want. It doesn't really matter what your ability is. It really doesn't matter. But you do want to have Focus Sash because you will be getting hit by the raid boss. So this is going to guarantee that you survive hit in general. So we're going to be good to go with that. Now, the real star of the show, and a little bit different than what I had in my previous video, is Oranguru, right? And Oranguru is going to have the item Choice Band. Why would we give this thing Choice Band? Because of its hidden ability, Symbiosis. The Pokemon passes this held item to an ally that has used up an item. So pretty much, Tauros is going to use its Focus Sash when it gets hit by the Meowscarada, which means Choice Band is automatically going to pass from Oranguru to the Tauros, and now Tauros guaranteed survive the hit at 1 HP to maximize the reversal damage. And now we're going to the additional 1.5 boost from Choice Band on that reversal, which will guarantee us the one-hit KO at times 35. For the EVs on this Oranguru, max HP, max defense, because, you know, we are facing a physical attacker for the most part. I have Bold Nature on it just to further boost our physical defense, so we can just guarantee like surviving a Wood Hammer or something like that. None of your moves actually matter on here because the only thing that we're going to do with Oranguru is we're just going to use an attack cheer, so you don't really need to do anything else. And the last Pokemon is actually going to be Venonat, which is really sick. I did not realize how powerful Venonat was. This is the problem solver to all our Screech issues. But once again, we're going to give this thing Focus Sash. The reason why Venonat is so awesome is because of the ability Compound Eyes. Only a few Pokemon get Compound Eyes in general. It's usually bug types, but only pretty much Venonat is the only Pokemon that has Compound Eyes in Scarlet and Violet, and it gets Screech. Because Compound Eyes is essentially like Wide Lens, but instead of the 1.1 accuracy boost, it's going to be a 1.3 accuracy boost, essentially making it so Screech never misses. I think it is 100%. It might be 99%. I'm not 100% sure on the math on that. But we know that a 1.1 boost on Screech normally is a 94%. So this is going to be near perfect accuracy. It's essentially taking away the variable of missing, which is really nice. You go max HP, max defense of a bold nature. Your goal is just to survive. But once again, we do have a Focus Sash. So you are Venonat. You're pretty pathetic overall, but you're going to survive the hit with Focus Sash. And your goal is just to use Screech because we need that -2. Without the -2, we don't get this one-hit KO. And I think the cool thing about this is it's relatively easy to get most of these Pokemon. I mean, like Venonat, incredibly easy. Anyone can pick that up. And I do think everyone who tries to do these methods, whether my Discord server or something like that, to get a Venonat. Yeah, a Ringaroo is only in Scarlet and Tauros is only in Violet. But, you know, fairly simple to set these up. And Meowscarada, I mean, it's so easy to get the starters from people in general. And of course, if you started one, then you already have it. So here's the play-by-play of the one-turn Rillaboom strat. So very simple, as I mentioned before. Meowscarada player is going to use Flower Trick onto the Tauros. Tauros is going to survive at 1 HP because of the Focus Sash. Because the Focus Sash has been used up, the Ringaroo will automatically pass over its Choice Band to the Tauros because of its hidden ability Symbiosis. The Ringaroo player is also going to be hitting Attack Cheer on their turn, and then the Venonat player is going to hit Screech. Now looking at the calculation below, we can see that a +6 max attack Choice Band Tauros, which is going to be using Reversal with an Attack Cheer boost, which is, you know, Reversal's 200 damage, versus a -2 Terranora Rillaboom. It's going to do 104 to 123% of 35 max HP Rillaboom. So times 35 max HP Rillaboom will get one-shotted. We have not seen a raid go over 35 outside of the one Pikachu. So if it is times 30, this is going to work. If it is times 35, this is going to work as well. I do want to mention on the previous video, we did the Crab Brawler. I made one slight adjustment to this. So this was a calc for a times 30 HP. Unfortunately, this will not work for times 35 with close combat. You would have to do something like Reversal, and that could be a little bit harder because we don't have the right setup. But if it is times 30, this is going to work. My big change was I replaced the Screech user just to use Venonat, because Venonat Screech will not miss for the most part, and you have Focus Sash here. So this is also a little bit of a buff to the Crab Brawler method. So I would recommend that as a community, we can use the Crab Brawler method. If it doesn't work, then we can use the Tauros method. But to be safe in general, the Tauros method will work no matter what here. Besides, one thing that can ruin the Tauros method, if the Rillaboom does a turn 0 boom burst or turn 0 damaging move, that can ruin this. So keep that in mind. That is all, you know, a problem. If that does happen, then this method definitely won't work. This method still might work if there is a turn 0 attack, but honestly, if neither of those turn 1 strats work, we can go to the turn 2 Rillaboom strat with the co-ride on here. And once again, you can actually use Venonat here as well, as you only need Attack Cheer and Triple Screech to make it work for the turn 2 strat. So anyways, guys, I hope this was helpful. And if it was, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time with more Pokemon action. Peace out and have a great one.